A very good evening, everyone. We'll wait for 2 more minutes until everyone join. I'll start exactly at 5:10. Now time is 5:08. So please wait. All right. Shall we start the session?
Yeah, yes, we can start.
Okay. Okay. I think we discussed few things related to the personal introduction yesterday and how we need to introduce ourselves. And I've shown you what things we can include to make our introduction a long introduction, as well as we also discussed a few things about the HR interview, right? I think we discussed the differences. As this is the last slide that we discussed yesterday, right? Yes, I think we discussed up to this slide. Okay, okay, right. So the next part, as I already mentioned, that this HR interview is all about personality test, as no question related to technical is being asked here, and they are completely going to test your personality based on your past experiences and the present answers that you are going to make about the future and everything. So, what's the real problem that we face normally in the framing the sentences, like framing the answers? Framing answer itself is challenge for us. Although the question seems to be very simple to us, But the difficulty that we face in the interviews is to frame a long answers here. So that is a problem. So to make any answer into a structured manner, this star method will help us. Just a second. Okay. So this star method will help us. So what exactly is this star method? So star is a structured technique to answer behavioral questions clearly and confidently. As the full form for this star is situation, task, action, and result. So in the situation part, after listening the question, you need to analyze the question first, and then you need to describe the situation first, like what exactly the question mean, like describe the background or the context. After that, you need to explain your responsibility or role, like which is task. And in that task, what action you took, like describe what you personally did. And as a result, what's the final outcome and learn. So if you have this star in your mind, then you can make your answers very much structured. Okay. So for example, here you can see one question. Tell me about a challenge you face it. Tell me about a challenge you face it. Like what exactly he wants to check. Like you should have this empathetic behavior. Like you should understand from their point of view also, like what exactly he wants from that question. If you understand that, then automatically he will proceed with the next question. He won't stuck there. So by this question, what exactly he wants from you, like your problem solving skills, like it's about the challenge you faced in your past, right? So based on that, they just want to know how you solve the problems previously and your attitude under the difficult situations. So applying this star method, you can frame this answer in such way. Just see here. During my final year project, our team faced a technical issue close to the deadline. This is the situation. And I was responsible for resolving it. And this is the task that he got, like he has the responsibility. And what action he took? I researched alternatives, consulted my guide, and implemented a workaround solution, that is the action. As a result, we completed the project on time and received positive feedback. And this is the result or the outcome that he got. See, now if you say the same answer, that looks so structured, like it came one by one, like situation, task, action, and result. So in worse conditions where you can't able to frame any proper sentences, just apply this star method. So something is always better than nothing, where you can able to provide good solutions or good answer here, like 2 to 3 lines at least, right? So what exactly this HR interviewers evaluate? Can you tell me? Yes. Other than communication, what other things that they are going to check? Other than communication, what other things that HR checks in a candidate? Behavior, okay. Okay, anything else? Confidence skills, okay. Dress code, okay. Time management, attitude skills, okay. Just presence, okay. Personality. Like why you are sending message in private box, like you can send in public. Public is off. Amar, like is public off for them? Amar, okay, just a second. Amar, Amar, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm there.
Yeah, actually, like students are saying that they don't have this access of sending messages publicly.
Okay, yeah. Let
Yeah,
me change the setting.
yeah.
Yeah, then they can send the public message.
And also for this class, can you please give the access for owning mic too?
Oh, yeah, sure. I will give the access. If anything is there, you can directly mute them. You have option to
Okay,
mute them. Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, now you can send your message in public. Okay. Attitude, behavior, body language, gestures, personality, situation handling, skills, listening skills, of course, etiquette, sincerity more than perfect answers, facial expressions, confidence, behavior, eye contact, body gestures, response, leadership qualities. Okay, fine. I got the good responses from yours and empathy, grooming. Okay, fine, fine. So what exactly they are going to check? Just a second. Yes, here you can find. So the first one is communication skills, as you already mentioned. Things like verbal communication, which is related to your voice and the word usage, like the grammar, and along with that, your speed of the language. This is all about the verbal communication that they are going to evaluate. Along with that, they also evaluate the non-verbal communication, which is eye contact and facial expressions, body language, the whole body language, which includes everything like facial expression, eye contact, and the way you smile, the way you give the gestures like head gestures, hand gestures, the way you sit, you stand, you walk. So everything will be checked here in the non-verbal communication. And next, your confidence and clarity. So confidence is something that we can show with our body language. So they particularly check your body language well. Along with that, they'll also check the clarity, like the clarity with your answers. So whether you are saying it truly or not, because there are a lot of interpretations that we can bring from a person based on each touch, we can understand what he's thinking inside. Like in the non-verbal communication class, it will be more clear to you. Like each touch shows one kind of interpretation. So your clarity on every answer is also very important. Like you should never sound like you are doubting. Okay. And your attitude and mindset, of course, the attitude at that moment, as well as your mindset. This is the most important part the HR will check. And this mindset will wholly decide whether you are a positive personality or a negative personality. And how they test your mindsets, it wholly depends on the answer you give. And honesty and integrity, like what is meant by integrity? Honesty is something that everyone know. Like they expect you to give the honest and true answers, but normally this is like something HR where there is a common saying, it's a lies between two professional persons. Of course we need to, but it's not always, because there is also a famous quote, straight trees cut first. Like if you are too honest, then what will happen? That will also affect. That's why we have a common saying that straight trees cut first. So even being honesty of all the times will also affect us. Okay. So honesty and integrity, doing the good things even no one is watching, is nothing but the integrity here. And your career clarity is also very important, as a lot of people will say their own plans, like setting up your own business or being in some other company. So all these things will definitely going to affect your interview. So you should never share anything related to your personal life, or else any of the plannings you have. If you say that in future you want to do something, any business, then you are directly saying them that one day I'm going to leave your company. Like no company wants such kind of persons. Although we go, like we keep changing the companies, but you have to say everything which is related to the company, like it's development of the company, not your like your personal development here. And career clarity, cultural and team fit is also very important. So they will also check that thing as well. And next here you can see a few points. Research the company to understand their mission, vision, products, culture. Align your answers with their values. So they find your answers very well only if you use their vision and mission. Like where can we find this kind of information? If you directly go through the LinkedIn profile of that company, you'll get that information automatically, where you have this chance of getting every information which happened recently by their post. Or else you can simply visit their company website, where you will find every information like the year of establishment, founders and everything. Along with that, you'll also find some information like their mission, vision, core values and everything. If you align those kind of words which the company has with your answers, then that goes really well. And not just this part, you may expect one question from them, that what do you know about our company? Tell me something about this company. Like if you haven't researched properly about that company, what will happen? You can't able to answer. So like ultimately what will happen here, they will understand you are just here for the sake of interview to get a job. You're not really interested in working in our company. So this is what they will understand. They just don't want that kind of persons. What if you say everything about their company by researching properly before going for an interview? Automatically, they feel good that you researched well about our company, and that shows your interest in working that company. So that's why it's always better. You should research the basic information at least about the company and go. Should never say no, I don't know about anything about anything about the company. Yeah. Just assume you established one company and you are now hiring. And if one person came and saying that I don't know anything about our company, will you hire him? Means no, right? So just research. And researching about company is very important, as I'm going to teach you a few other things why researching is important in the tomorrow's class, along with the resume. And at least prepare for common questions. There are some common set of questions that got fixed here. Like we may expect those type of questions very common in the HR, but I'm not saying they are fixed questions. It's all depends. We may also expect some other questions other than the questions that we are going to discuss right now, but we may expect such type of questions. So just take whatever the questions that I'm going to show you right now, just take them as an example. So you will understand how to think analytically and how to think critically, and based on which how can you frame the answers in a positive way. Like you will get one kind of idea like how to frame the sentences, how to give the answers. And that's the reason why I'm going to show you, as well as you might also get the exact questions in the HR. But I'm not saying this is for sure that you'll definitely going to get only these questions. Okay. So hope you understand the difference. And highlight soft skills like communication, teamwork, problem solving with specific examples. Like the HR round is all about the soft skills part only. that they particularly wants to check a lot of things related to soft skills. So every answer you say that must include the soft skills related words. And not just that, if you use the specific examples for each and every question that looks so logical, like if you use any example, like for example, they will ask you what is your strength, and you mention one strength, and along with that, if you mention one example like how that is a strength to you, then is there any question left to him to ask you? Means no. Like everything is clear from your side, and he also understand everything, and it is so logical that there is no questions left to ask again. So that is how you need to give the answers, and your answers look so logical only if you use the real life examples. Okay, and be honest about your skills and experiences. That you need to be honest, and if you don't know something, express a willingness to learn, but never stay silent. As I already mentioned yesterday, that never go anything, like you should never stay silent, or never say this answer also that I don't know. And the reason I have already told you yesterday, like every question is related to you only, so you don't have any scope of saying I don't know the answer, right? And next, if like prepare thoughtful questions about the company role or team culture. Why we need to prepare questions, as our duty is to give the answers for the questions that they are going to ask, right? But still I'm saying that you need to prepare some thoughtful questions to ask them. When do we get this opportunity? So after our interview, whole interview completes, at last they will ask you this question: do you have any questions for me? During that time, what we say: enough is enough, I'm stressed much, please make me leave. So this is what we think in our mind, and out of which we say, no, I don't have any questions. But is it the right thing to do? Means not at all. Should at least question them with a one or two questions. As this is very important, I'll tell you the importance of asking questions whenever we discuss that question in this same PPT. Okay. Next, be punctual, dress appropriately, maintain good body language, and stay positive, and avoid speaking negatively about the past employees. So these things are very important, as these things comes under the grooming part that I'll teach you in a separate class. So dressing, what color we need to choose, and what kind of accessories that we need to wear, and punctual is also very important, punctuality, and good body language is also very important. And this is very important that you should never speak anything negatively about the past employees. Like we might have left that company all because of some toxicity, but you should never mention such things that you really face. So if you make anything bad about the previous employees of the company, automatically what they think is you are now making a negative statements on the previous company. Definitely one day, if you leave this company, you are definitely going to make the same statements about our company too, out of which that will affect our company reputation. So they don't want such kind of personalities here. So never talk anything negative. Here, every word that you speak should be very much positive. And keep answers clear and concise, as you need to do this because interview is something that we need to prove everything within a very short time, like giving a lot of information but within a short words. So that's why every message should be concise, and that should be clear too. As I already mentioned, to make your answers sounding mature or else analytical, you can use this star method. And show enthusiasm for the role and the company, as you need to be an enthusiastic person or else simply active person in the interview. Like you should never be like a dull person. Like you should show that enthusiasm, like activeness, that I'm really excited to work in your company. And be ready to discuss the salary expectation based on the research of typical salaries for the role, as this is also very important. And yes, even without researching, if you go and mention some figure, what will happen? If they are not ready to give that figure, even though you performed well, then definitely you are not going to select it. Here, not being selected is not because of your skills, it's because of the salary that you mentioned. That's why research the salaries properly, like what's their limit. or what's their capability, based on which you should ask that salary only. Okay. And send a polite thank you email after the interview. As many of the people won't do this, but you should do this. Like once your interview completes, you probably have the HR number or his LinkedIn profile or at least email ID. So you should send a thank you email because they spare time for you, right? So that makes you as a very professional person. Okay. Amrita, your mic is on. Okay. So this is all about a few points that you need to keep in mind. Okay. So can you display again the slide of star method? Okay. Just a second. Okay, this is the slide of star method. Fine. Shall I change now? Shall we proceed? Okay. Okay. Common interview mistakes most people make. Not gathering enough information about the company and work. So this is the mistake that we do. So just try to learn the mistake that most people make so that we should never repeat the same mistakes. And not able to answer tricky questions. There are some tricky questions. I'll show you the questions based on which you can easily find out what's the trickiness in that question. And fumbling. Do anyone tell me what is mean by fumbling? What's the meaning of this fumbling? Anyone? Meaning of fumbling. Yes, anyone? Yes, clumsiness. So we face a lot of clumsiness during the interview time, like nervousness, hesitation, clumsiness, everything comes. So you should not feel this kind of clumsiness or showing directly this clumsiness to the interviewer. Okay. And next, answering when you are not sure. So if you're not sure, then you should never answer because a lot of times have you ever found like we leave our words, but later we regret that why we spoke that words, right? That's why if you're not sure about that answer, it's better you should take some time, like 2 to 3 seconds to think about that. I know 2 to 3 seconds are very less, but for this interview, you need to uh, like get this ability to think within that 2 to 3 seconds. And remember to wear a smile, as this smile is a direct indication of the showing confidence. So you should wear a smile on your face. Wearing smile in the sense you don't need to smile throughout the interview. That makes the people freak out. So instead, smile when it is appropriate, but having a slight smile on your face is very important as that shows the openness as well as calmness, and you are spreading the positivity, of course. And not knowing your strengths and weakness is also a mistake that we do. Before going for any interview, you need to do this, like list out all your strengths and weakness, and then working upon this weakness to turn the weakness into a strength part is what you need to do. And being over pleasing. So you should never do this. Of course, employment is necessary for everyone, but that doesn't mean you should over please to someone. And lack of enthusiasm is also something you should completely avoid. And not being polite and humble, as you need to show this politeness a lot, as this is a major important thing in the whole interview as well as once you join in any company. So everyone expect you to be a polite person. So every word you speak should be polite and every way of behavior should be polite. And humbleness also is very important, and not following up. So it's better you should follow up them after your interview completes, because sometimes they might forget. So it is also important that we should show the gratitude, but don't follow up too much. Okay. And don't lie in the interviews. Why we should not lie? If we lie, how can they are going to understand? How come they are going to understand like if we lied or not? In what situations? Normally we say something. How can we find someone is lying that? Awkward, yes. Facial expression, exactly. Explanation, fear in the eye, by asking question on that topic, by facial expression, eye contact. Yes, I got the answer. It's simply with the non-verbal communication. Although we have a chance of saying lies with our verbal communication with our words, but we don't have any consciousness on our body parts while we speak. It is doing it work. Have you ever observed? You might have given presentation in your college time, right? So while giving the presentation, you might have seen some persons who usually shakes all the time while speaking, or else he will just play with his hands with something else like table, or he has this habit of looking up. But even if you are in such position, if someone is taking your video, so during the presentation time, you don't have any idea that what your body is doing. But later, if we found our video, then we feel like why I am doing that, why my hand is playing, why I'm looking up for a long time. This is what we think. And this is exactly happening in our body. Like we can't concentrate on two things at a time. As we are concentrating more on what words to use and what sentences I should frame. So we completely forgot about our body. Simply, I'll tell you one example. Normally, for suppose in the HR round, you are there and look at me carefully as you can see me, right? So look at me carefully. So your interviewer asked this question. So are you comfortable in night shifts? Are you comfortable in night shifts? Like no one, like most of the people don't likes to work in night shifts, but you really need that job. So you really need that job. So at that time, your hand has no idea, like you have no idea that your hand is doing some other work. So you are not feeling comfortable in working night shifts. Automatically, after listening that question, your hands automatically rub your nose in such way. So it will rub your nose and you will say, yes, I'm ready. So what they will consider is this no, not the yes that you are saying with your verbal communication. So every touch has some kind of interpretation that we can easily guess what exactly he is thinking inside. So never lie. So if you really want to lie, make sure your body language should also follow the same like your verbal communication. Okay. And don't give long answers, as long answers make everything boring. That doesn't mean you should also give the short answer. So just keep your answers like 3 to 4 lines. Okay. And don't use slang language. As I can see, most of like everyone is from Telugu state. Just think about the language Telugu. Like in Rayalaseema, it is different. In Telangana, it is different. In Costa, it is different. So every part is speaking the same language. Although it is speaking the same language, the slangs are different here, right? The word usage, the slang, everything is different. So what mistake we are doing? We are applying the same slang to this English also. But English is also having its own slang. What if we apply this Telugu slang to English? That is not at all looking appropriate. Okay. So just try not to use any regional slang to this English. And don't speak negatively. Okay. And don't say, I don't know. As I already mentioned, why you should say, why you should not say this, I don't know the answer. Okay. Next, we'll move to the next part. Contact. Turning eyes left side and confused. Okay, yes. Just a second. Yes, now I'm going to show you the questions. Before showing the answer, I'm just asking you the answer. So if you really want to share your answer by owning your mic, you can share it, or else you can also share your answer in your chat box. Anything is fine, but share your answer. Just assume this is a real HR interview. Just visualize in such way. Like this is, I'm your HR now, and you are the candidate. I'm asking you this question. Like all of sudden, if such question comes, just test yourself, do you have a proper answer or not? And in the chat box there you can find a lot of answers which others are giving, and some other are giving their answers with the mic. So you do have the scope of getting a lot of answers from different person. So if you get the similar type of questions in your interviews, then you learned well now. So that will be very much useful. Okay. So the first question to you, as you being a fresher, why should we hire you? Or even if you remove this fresher part, simply why should we hire you? As I can say, like most of you are already in your graduation, like third year, final years. So you being a fresher, you'll definitely going to get this question. Like we have many students, like many candidates here, but why should we hire you? You are a fresher, like you don't have any experience. So company will definitely ask you, why should we hire you? Hiring in the sense, why should we select you? Simply with our words, why should we select you or why should we hire you? So what's your answer?
Because I have a job. I have skills.
Okay. Okay.
So, as I'm a quick learner with strong technical skills and a positive attitude to grow, so that I think I can fit in this position. Sir.
Okay. That's excellent, Swini. Although I'm a fresher, I'm a quick learner, hard worker. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
First of all, I'm a self-motivated person and a workaholic. So I'm till now I don't. Sorry, sir.
Okay, try no issues.
I'm a self-motivated person and also workaholic, and I'm eagerly waiting for opportunity where I should implement my skills, what I learned in this my educational journey, sir.
Yes. Okay. That answers work well. Okay. As I can see, good answers in the chat box also. Any other answers that you want to share on in your mic?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I am a quick learner, hardworking, and dedicated to improving my skills, sir. As a BTech student, CSE student, I have a strong foundation in programming languages like C, Java, Python.
Okay.
And I am very interested in learning like new technologies, applying real
evening,
world,
sir.
etc.
Okay. That's excellent, Mallishwari.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, proceed. Help the company. Okay, fine. I got enough responses from your end, and I found all the answers here are also good. So whatever the answers that I'm going to show you now is just like very basic. So if you have anything that is more good than the answers which I'm showing you right now, you can also use that answer. As I can see, the answers which you provided right now is already good. So if you have anything lacking, then you can add it. Simply, why should we hire you? You need to prove to them that you being a fresher, you don't have any hands-on experience. But at least for every problem there is a solution, right? So you should provide that solution to them. Like even though you don't have any hands-on experience, you can mention things like I have this ability, even though I don't have hands-on experience, I have this ability to learn quickly. Like no matter whatever you show, have this ability to learn everything quickly. So quick learning is something that you can use. Along with that, is there any like every experienced person today is once a fresher? Like even I comes under the same category. So if you provide me the opportunity, as I found your company is the most reputed company. So if you give me the opportunity, then I can contribute all my skills for the company growth as well as growing in my career with a quick adaptation. So this is what the information that you give. So just let me share the answer. Yes, you don't have enough experience for this role. Why should we hire you? So the answer here that you can say is, I understood that I may not have exact years of experience you are looking for, but I bring a strong set of relevant skills and prove track record of quickly adapting and learning. Like I have this proof of skills. I do have these skills. Along with that, quick adaptation. Not just this, you can also answer in such way like, as a fresher, I need a platform to prove my ability. If I will be a part of your company, I'll put my effort and strength to uplift your company. And this line is very powerful. None is born experienced. And if you hire me, I'll get a professional experience through your company. So here the word or the phrase, none is born experienced. So even I comes under that category. So I need a best platform, as I found your company is the best platform to upgrade my skills, to gain the hands-on experience, which will ultimately gives advantage to you and me both. That's why you can hire me. Okay, this is how the answer that you should give. And the next question to you, how do you handle stress? As everyone know, work is all about stress and everyone feels very much stressed to work. So you will get this question simply as being a fresher or normally, if you are already experienced one, how do you handle stress? Like you need to prove to them, right? Like once you join that company, how you are going to handle the stress. Yes, your answers.
Good evening, good evening, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, at first, when assigning of the project, we continually working on that. So at the time of deadline, we can reduce the stress.
Mhm.
And at the middle of the at middle of the
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Sonia.
sorry, sir.
Okay, no issues. Like you tried so well. That's the biggest thing. Among all these 400 members, you have tried. That's a great thing first. So you can still try.
Yes, sir. I reduce my stress by using following proper timelines and managing my team members along with good work and proper communication about the team and resolve conflicts at a time, etc. These all make my stress less stressed work, sir. I think.
Okay, that's excellent, Rani. Thank you. By eating a chocolate. Uh, Bharat, you will feel stress-free by eating a chocolate. That's a good thing. Okay. Okay, fine. Yes, Ganesh. Sharanya.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening. Is speaking Hemalata or
Himalata, sir.
okay, Himalata.
I handle my stress by staying calm and positively focusing on my works.
Okay. Fine. Normally, when do we feel stress related to work? Like not just work, anything it may be. If we see the whole work which is not having any particular path to how to complete that, then automatically we feel very much stressed, right? So, yes, Charanya. Yes, Ganesh Charanya.
Yes, sir, I manage the stress like I manage stress by staying organized and prioritizing my tasks and breaking my work into smaller, managing the steps like that. And I also take short breaks and maintain a positive mindset to stay focused and productive. Like that, I can handle my stress like
I got the exact answer which I'm going to show you right now. Thank you, Sharanya.
that. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Just a second. What just happened? Yes. So how do you handle stress? Like I have already told you, like if you don't have any particular path, then automatically we feel very much stressed, right? So as a fresher, I can handle stress by staying organized, maintaining a positive outlook. So like I always think in the positive way, so that I don't feel any stress. Like I always think for results. So I'll keep feeding my mind in such a way that whatever the result that is going to happen, that goes very well. So automatically I will be stress free. Along with that, if I stay organized by everything keeping organized, then automatically I will free from stress. And also here you can see I break tasks into smaller, manageable, and prioritize them to stay on track. So this is also one thing that you can take, like seeing this whole big task and breaking them into a smaller task and doing it one by one. Do we feel any stress? Means no, not at all, right? And you can also mention something like few students got mentioned like deep breathing, taking short breaks, and a few other mentioned eating chocolates or something like that. Anything which is personal to you, you can also mention that. I manage my stress by planning my work. I discuss priorities with my team and manager and staying focused on one thing at a time, taking short breaks, keeping clear communication with my team also helps me stay calm and productive. Yes, excellent. That's an excellent answer. So you can say that. And the next question to you. Okay, tell me something that is not in your resume. This type of sudden surprising questions are very common. Like all of a sudden we'll get this type of questions. Like in resume, we almost give every detail, right? Even though if we get any such type of question, then tell me what are the ideal things to mention. As resume already contains our education, our skills, our experience, our hobbies. Like hobbies is something that we completely avoid nowadays. So one thing that we can mention here is our hobbies into more detail, like what we do in our personal time. So other than that hobbies, what other things that we can mention? Okay, I'm a good comedian. I can make laugh people. Okay. Hidden skills. Okay. Gossiping girl, which is not included in the resume.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Sharanya. Yes, Sharanya.
One thing that is one thing not in my resume is my strong interest in singing, uh, which helps me stay creative and relaxed. That I am not mentioned in resume, and I also enjoy visualizing ideas and turning them into clear diagrams for better understanding. Normally, these personal interests help me think differently and approach problems in a more creative way. That kind of things I am not mentioned in resume. Like,
Okay, fine. Thank you. So if you get any such type of questions, we'll see some list of things that we can mention. Just a second. Yes. Highlight a soft skill. Why soft skill? Because in our resume, we mostly focus on our technical experience part, which is covering a little soft skills part. So you might have good with one soft skills that you have, right? So you may highlight more about that soft skills as that works well during that time. Along with that, you can also share any passion or hobby like the photography, traveling, cooking. So if you have any such type of things, then you can also mention, and any side projects. As the projects that we are going to add in the resume is the project related to the domain that we are going to apply for, right? So we never include any side projects that we did in our college time. So you now have this chance of saying more about the side projects you did, which is not related to the technical domain. So you can mention that, or else discuss any personal growth that you overcome, or any unique abilities that you have, which most of the people are lacking. Like if we take painting or any such type of abilities that you are only having, or else if you have any worked with any NGOs, or if you have participated any particular programs in your college time, like mm, mentoring or these kind of things will be there, right? So you can mention any of those things, whichever you feel that is good according to you. Thing not mentioned in my resume as I'm very curious and always eager to learn new things. Yes. So this is what you can mention. And the next question to you. Yes, it's a very common question and very cliche question that we have been listening from a long time. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm I'm confidently say that based on my throughout seeing my learning journey, learning journey after 5 years, I will be in a great position like team leader, etc. Sir.
Okay, that's good. I would like to see myself in a senior group. Okay. I be a highest position about my particular field. Okay. Skilled IT professional working in a reputed company, taking more responsibilities, improving my technical expertise, and contributing to the organization growth. Okay. Okay, fine. Simply, we need to understand why they are asking this particular 5 years. So they mentioned this 5 years just to know whether you are going to be that part of that organization or not, even after 5 years. So even though we are not, we need to pretend. Simply, you need to say that even after 5 years, I'm going to stay with you in indirectly. Okay. So here you can find this answer. In 5 years, I see myself as an important part of this organization. Means you are confidently saying that I am going to select here. That shows your confidence, as well as by seeing this word, this organization word, they are going to understand that even after 5 years, you are going to serve to them. Having grown in my role and contributing to the company's success. So this is what the answer that you can say. Okay. Next, what is your greatest strength? Okay, in 5 years, I see myself responsible role where I can contribute meaningfully to the org. I really found excellent answers from your end. I don't know whether you are giving from your own. Like I found everything good with your answers. If it is by your own, then it's really good. ChatGPT. Okay. See, try to give your answers by your own. Okay. Never do any chat GPT or Google. Okay. Just test your knowledge. As of now, all of a sudden, if such question comes to you, don't depend on any like internet. Instead, you can think and give your own answer. Like someone is giving, like Rani. She's giving her own answers. I can easily sense. So you can give your own answers in such way. Answering by one. If you are answering by one, then that's a great thing. Yes, strength part is something that we already discussed in the personal introduction part only. So there is nothing much to discuss. As you can mention strength like soft skills, which I've shown you on the first day, or else if you have any other things, then you can also mention. But mentioning strength is very easy, but you need to also give your answers in a very detailed way, right? And I even told you like that should be very much logical, that he should believe that is your real strength. When he will believe only if you use any real life example showing how that is a strength related to you, right? So using one example is very important. For example, you can say that my strength is a hardworking nature. Like during my final year project, we were given sorry, during my final year of my college, we were given a project, and everyone gave up on that project. But I took it very personally and completed that task on time before the deadline, and I submitted that project. This is how I can consider myself as an hardworking person. So this is how you can give the answer by using one example. Like here you can see one of the greatest strength is my adaptability. As I'm giving you this tip, it's a great thing to use this word adaptability, because every company wants a person to be very much adaptable. So I thrive in dynamic work environments, and I have consistently demonstrated the ability to learn the new technologies. And here one example. In my previous role, I was asked to lead the project that I have never worked before. I immersed myself in learning it and successfully delivered the projects on time. Is what the answer that you can. Everywhere you search, you will find the same similar kind of answers. Okay, mostly. But even if anything additional to this will be there, then you can definitely add that thing. Okay. Yes, I got few responses. Let me check them. Okay, fine. Okay, this is very easy. That what's your greatest strength? This is very easy to give. But my question to you now, what is your weakness? As this is very negative question. So most of the people will think, right? Like, what if I mention my weakness? What others will think? Out of which they will simply say, I don't have any weakness. But tell me, is there anyone in this world is perfect? No one is perfect in this world. Like everyone is having some flaws in them. That you need to show that honesty that you are also a kind of person who is having these flaws. But saying our flaws is something that we are directly telling them that I have this weakness. But that is also not good, right? Then how you are going to handle this type of question?
Sir,
Hmm. Yes.
as a CSC student, I love coding. So in my learning journey, as a single part which I learn, I'm a strong weakness that I want to put it as a project. That is my strong weakness, sir.
Okay. Fine.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Nirupama.
So before I used to take more time to make decisions and to choose the best solution. But now I'm improving it by prioritizing the task and choosing the best solution quickly.
Okay. Fine. That's great. Okay. Any other things or thinking I
Good
something?
evening, sir.
Yes, Deepika.
I think my biggest strength is my punctuality. Means if you are punctual, all the things will be done in a proper way. There will be no lagging. So that's my biggest strength, I think so.
Like, okay.
Punctuality.
Okay, your strength is fine, but I'm asking weakness. What is your weakness?
Weakness. Let me take some time.
Okay, you can. You can. No issues. Normally, if we say our weakness, that is a problem. If we say I don't have any weakness, that is also a problem. Then how we are going to handle this question? Like someone has told, like maybe Nirupama, like she has given a good answer. The similar kind of answer that you can find here. So what is your weakness? See, I use it to struggle with delegating task or postponing task, often taking too much on myself. This is the weakness that she accepted. That shows the honesty of herself that she accepted. She has a weakness. Okay. However, I recognized this as a weakness. Even that shows the honesty, like she recognized it something. And this last line is very powerful, which makes the whole negativity into a positivity, like actively worked on improving. So by this line, what they sense is, okay, he is honest with his weakness, but he do also have this changing skills. So that is how we can turn this negative into a positive answer. So actively worked on improving, currently working on improving, is this kind of words will change the whole perspective from negative to positive. So this is the answer that you can give. If you have any other answer, like everyone is mentioning in the chat box that you are mentioning your weakness, that everyone is having weakness, fine. But showing direct weakness to them, like leaving that weakness as a weakness, so they will understand or they will misunderstand that you are still struggling with that weakness. Yes,
I
Deepika.
think my weakness is putting more efforts on some work where that work doesn't deserve that much efforts.
Mhm.
If we put that much efforts, there will be lagging and like there will be time waste, sir. So I think that's the weakness.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
Sir,
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Ganesh, Sharanya.
sir, I am regularly practicing some projects, sir,
Hmm.
and I am putting more efforts that projects, but I am facing more struggles that so many errors like that. So sometimes I am think like more and more highest target, but I am facing more effects. That is the weakness.
Okay, fine. That's good. And next one, as I can see, like, is there anyone who is employed right now or you have employed before? That means, have you worked anywhere before? Is there anyone? Okay, Sharanya. And any other? Like this group is full of graduates, undergraduates, everyone, I think. Okay, anyhow, you will get this type of questions if you are an experienced person leaving one company and coming to this company. So why did you leave your last job? So this is a question that you get. Turn off transcription. Okay, why did you leave your last job? If you are an experienced person, so during that time, you can simply say that whatever the task or whatever the position I'm there in that like in that company, so it is outgrown that opportunities. Like I even more skilled than the work that they are giving. So now I'm looking for the position which is equivalent to my skills. So I found your company is the best company as well as the position that you are looking for and the job requirements that you are looking for is best aligns with my career as well as my skills. That's why I left that job and I'm looking for the new opportunity in your company. Is what the answer you can give. Or else here you can see, I left my last job because I felt that I had outgrown the opportunities it offered. I was seeking new challenges and role that aligned better with my career goals. I wanted to contribute my skills and expertise to a company where I could make more significant impact. So you can use any of such answer. And next question to you, what motivates you? And I agree, our family is the biggest motivation that we have, our father, mother, and everything. But normally, what motivates you other than that?
Sir, my motivation is like my hard work.
I want to improve
Sir,
what?
my motivation is my small achievements. Like when I am getting some certifications and I'm
Okay,
putting more efforts now, that time I will achieve like that is
that's a
my
great.
motivation.
Yes, that's a good answer to give. Yes. Any other answers? What motivates you? Like Banu is saying, money is motivating him. Okay. Previous improving my skills, achieving my career goals, hardworking skills. The results we get in each task motivates me. Okay, that's a great thing. Fame. Okay, my motivation is to learning something more. Okay, father improve.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yes.
My, in my words, the motivation is nothing but of whatever the results we have to got is that failure or success, we have to move on for that. If the failure occurs, we can't stop for it. If the success occurs, we can't be proud of that. We can be move on for it for the thing.
Okay, that's great. That's a great philosophy.
Sir, in the
Yes.
future, I just want to be independent. So to achieve that, I should be motivated myself to achieve and to live independently, sir.
Okay.
My motivation is my enthusiasm in learning new things.
Okay. Fine.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, my motivation is I have a strong interest in coding. That motivate me to drive in the IT profession, IT industry, sir.
Okay. Fine. I already got the good answers from your end. So the answer which I'm going to show you right now will have almost like 10 keywords, where if you can able to remember 2-3 keywords at least, then you can easily use in your answer if such type of questions you will face in the interview. Okay. Before that, we'll take a 5-minute short break. Okay, as now time is 6:15. So I expect you to back at exactly 6:20. Okay, 6:20. Okay. Okay, take break for 5 minutes. Be back at 6:21. Everyone has to be here exactly at 6:21. Thank you. All right. Hope everyone is back. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. We're discussing about what motivates you, right? So this is the answer that you can. Yes, Hiba.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So, I'd say what motivates me the most is that I figured out my ability of fulfilling my dreams. And that's the biggest reason I've kept growing in my field, in my tech field. And right now, I'm figuring out a lot about myself. So, I'd say this thing, the ability of me fulfilling my dreams, keeps me motivated.
That's a great answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Here you can see the answer. My greatest inspiration comes from working individually. So you can take this word called working individually that motivates me. Teaching others, like whatever the content that I have, if I teach others, so I learn more. So in that way, so that motivates me. And the opportunity for personal and profession, I enjoy taking new challenges. So taking new challenges every time motivates me, and expanding my skill set, learning something new keeps motivating me. For instance, what motivates me on a personal level is continuous learning. And I look out for a different skills and technologies that help me stay updated. Like staying updated in this field motivates me. And I just love this feeling of progress when learning or mastering something new. And simply, this last line is something that you can use in your answers also, as it is a combination of problem solving, personal growth, and teamwork which keeps me going. So you should say your answer such a thing like a combination of some words. So that looks or covers a lot of points or a lot of good words. Okay. So you can mention any of these kind of keywords in your answer if you get such kind of questions. As I already found, you do have different answers, which is also really good. So you can use that kind of answers also. Anything is fine. All right. This is a different question, as this is different for different persons. What is your greatest accomplishment? Simply, what's your achievement? Greatest accomplishment or greatest achievement until now? What is your greatest accomplishment? Simply, is a question to you. Yes. What is your greatest accomplishment? Or what is your greatest achievement until now? Why no one is answering? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, till now my greatest achievement is I completed my diploma with 9 point CGP, sir.
Okay.
90% of CGP, sir.
Okay. Fine. And even Nirupama has told that she scored really good grade. Okay. Saving time, good CGPA. I'm a freelancer. I used to make web for my clients. Till now, I made 60K. It's a great thing. My greatest achievement so far is continuously improving my technical skills. Okay. Confidence. I published my research paper in.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes, Sharon.
Sir, my greatest achievement is I received a prize from singer Koti Garu for my singing. That is my greatest achievement. After that, I will get 10 marks in 10 by 10 in 10th class, and after diploma, I will get 90 marks. That is the greatest achievements for myself.
Okay. That's really appreciating. Okay, you achieved a lot of good things. Just a second. Yeah. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, yes.
So my greatest achievement is that I successfully balanced both the academics and the skill development courses which I am learning, and successfully balancing both the soft skills and completing my projects.
That's a great thing. Thank you. All right. If such question comes, all of a sudden we can't able to recall what great achievements we have right now, like in previous condition. So in worse condition like that, like you might have about to complete your graduation, right? So simply you can say clearing all the subjects and without any backlogs is a greatest, isn't that a greatest achievement? Like you might have other greatest achievements also. This is the achievement that we can mention even in the worst conditions, right? Although you have mentioned a lot of achievements that you got, and I found everything professional, and that's a good thing to use. My greatest, okay, I should do myself. Okay, fine. So you can use the same answers in your question like this. Okay, what is your greatest accomplishment? Or else, if you are done with your internship, then you can also mention that as a greatest achievement that given you the first income to you, or that given you the first experience of working in one company. So I feel that this is the greatest achievement that I ever had, is what you can also mention. So one of my proudest accomplishment is that I successfully completed my internship and I was a great team player on that project. I'm also capable of presenting a wonderful presentation at work and mentoring coworkers. So this is one thing. This is different for different people. This is just one example. So whatever you mentioned is good. If few people who can't able to figure out anything, then you should figure out one thing, that what's the greatest achievement that you ever had. Can you please tell me about the good evening, sir? Can you please tell me about the projects, sir? Which projects, Manju? Which project you are asking about? Okay, fine. The next question to you. Whatever it is. Like I didn't understand the question. Can you please tell me about the project? Like what project? Okay, anyhow. The next question to you. What are your salary expectations? Be very careful as this question is a bit complicated. So you need to share everything in a proper way. But requesting you, you should give your own answers. We can take break. But I already given you the break, right?
Good
Kaushika?
evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
As a fresh,
Your voice is breaking. Just check your internet once again. And
as a fresher, I don't have any expectation about
okay. As a fresher, you don't have any expectation about salary. Fine. Any other answers?
as a fresher, I don't have
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking.
I'm comfortable with the company terms and conditions, sir.
Okay. As your voice is breaking a bit in between. But I got your answer. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Harsha.
A fair composition that matches my skill and responsibility, sir.
That's a clever answer. Okay, fine. I already found a good answers from your end. Normally, you being a fresher, do you have any right to ask any particular figure here in the company? Means no, not at all. Like getting the opportunity is the biggest thing for us. Why? Because like nowadays, the competition, how tough the competition is. Like get settling in the company is the biggest opportunity to us. Like you being a fresher, you don't have any like right to ask any particular figure here because they were going to train you based on the knowledge that you gained until now. Like you don't have any hands-on experience. They were going to train you. So you need to give money to them actually for that training part. But they were giving you the money. So whatever they are going to give you as a fresher, you need to accept that. But after gaining 1 or 2 experience in that role, you have full rights to ask whatever the salary you want. But until then, you being a fresher, you don't have anything. Like here you can see the answer. Considering my experience and qualification, I'm looking for the salary that is competitive within this market for this position. Like for this position, whatever the salary which every company is providing for this position, I'm expecting the same from you. So you don't need to mention any particular figure here. Or else you can also say, as I'm a fresher, salary is not an issue for me. Learning and gaining experience is my major priority. As your company is one of the most reputed company, I just accept the salary offered by you is the best in the industry. Is what the answer you can give. Like here, nowhere it is mentioned a particular figure. So you should never mention anything like that. You might have some figures in your mind, but getting the opportunity is the biggest thing. So whatever they are going to provide you as a fresher, you need to accept that. And next, why you are interested in this job? Like the opinions are different for different people for this particular question. Simple answer here is like it best aligned with the job description or the job requirements that you are looking for. It best aligns with my skills. That's why I'm interested in this job is what you can say. And that's what the exact thing that you can see here. As I researched the job opening you have, I realized that my abilities align with your requirements. Through this job, I can showcase my technical skills to help the company development. So that's why I'm interested in this job, is what you can say. The next question to you. Here are 2 things you need to answer. The question is, how would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Is the question. So rating yourself is very easy. Like you can rate 9, 10 or 1, 2, anything is fine. But here, why? Why is also important. So give me the explanation why you given that number. Hope you understand the question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself?
Sir,
Yes.
myself, I give 8 points for me, sir. Because at the starting, I know myself how I work hard, how I dedicated to my work, how through this journey, how my education and my hard work and my passion is going on. By considering all this, I give 8 for me, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Sir, I should want to rate myself as 7 because I too have many positives in me, but there was a negatives too. I just working on to implement these negatives, so I should want to rate myself as 7, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. I can easily find in the chat box that your answers are directly copy pasted from ChatGPT. So as I already mentioned, don't use any ChatGPT or Google. Please give your own answers. I'm not saying everyone, but few of the answers I can easily find.
Sir,
Yes, Rani.
and one more thing, I leave 2 more marks for me because no one is perfect in everyone's life. So I leave 2 marks for that, sir.
Okay. That's excellent way of answering, Rani. Like she already told the answer. No one is perfect in this world. Giving 10 out of 10 shows the overconfidence, as no one is perfect in this world. So giving as low as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is also not good, as you are directly saying that you are not perfect. Then the ideal number that you can mention here is just 8 or 9. Okay, 8 or 9. It should not low as 7, 6, 5. It is not high as 10. Then you should also give the proper explanation, right? As Rani has already given, no one is perfect in this world. Even I comes under that category. As I found your company is the best platform for me to fulfill this 8 to 10 is what you can say. 8.59. Okay. So that is the answer you can say. Next question to you. Would you like to work overtime or odd hours? Would you like to work overtime or odd hours? Working the actual time is a burden for me. Why we are going to work the overtime is what it is there in our mind. But if we being that honest, then we will be out of that interview, right? Then definitely we'll say yes. But we should also convince that your yes is genuine, right? Then what's your answer? Would you like to work overtime or odd hours?
Yes, sir, I can work overtime only if the task which is allotted to me is not completed in time. So to complete that, I can work overtime, sir.
Okay, that's a good thing. Yes.
Sir, definitely my answer is yes, sir, because as a fresher, there is no limit to learning. So, at the starting, yes, sir.
Okay. Ashwita, you can join the class exactly at 5 p. As if it is showing 7 to 9. I don't know. But the class is from 5 to 7. Okay. Okay. Any other answers? Yes, you need to say yes. Also, you need to convince that you are going to work. Okay. So here is the answer. So I understood that putting extra efforts impacts the company's development. So I'm happy if it means I'm contributing to the company, I'll try to contribute. Is the answer that you can give. Or if you have any better answer than this, then you can also expect to do that. Okay. Next, what do you know about our company? Normally, as I already told you that you need to research about the company. So if you get this type of question, what do you know about our company? What things we should include about that company?
We have to include about the when the company has to be established, what, who is the CEO, who is the founder, all of the things we have to include in that, sir.
Okay. Founder, when it got established, anything else?
Yes, sir.
We have to know about the achievements also, sir.
Achievements, their recent achievements. Okay.
And we need to know about the clients, whether they are from foreign or from India.
Okay. Like business to business or business to customer. Okay.
Along with that, sir, there is need to know the what is that company goals and achievements.
Okay. Their vision and mission, like
Yes,
goals, future
yes.
And
goals.
also know the net profits of the company.
Okay.
And we need
Sir,
to
and
know
also
about
along with brands and products like that, sir, also, sir. Targets.
Okay.
we need to know whether it is product based company or service based company.
Okay. Product-based company or service-based company. That's a good thing.
And also it is legal or only.
Okay. Like Hiba is asking, after saying yes and showing willingness to work hard hours, if we ask if you are ready to pay for those extra hours, I'm ready to work. Will this sound impolite? Yes, it is. So you should never mention anything like that, like extra payment or something like that. Okay. Principles, yes. Okay. Here you are going to see things like I have studied about the company in a great detail and find your reputation in the IT field, like if it is a IT industry. Very impressive. Your commitment to the specific initiative or like a product based company or a service based company is something that you need to research. Really stands out to me because I have followed how you have continued to innovating, like the special thing that they have been working upon from a long days, like mention a recent project or service or market any expansion. Furthermore, I noticed that you care about mentioning one of the company values like mission and vision, their values, for example, sustainability, teamwork, innovation, which is a key point of my professional values. Like it should also align with your career too. And I'm looking forward to contributing to your further success, particularly regarding the work you're doing it, like specific area related to the role. So tomorrow I will explain you like what other things that we can research about the company and what's the purpose of researching, not just this answering about like answering to this question, but there are a lot many users are there, like before going for any company we need to research properly. Okay, the next question to you, what is more important to you, money or the work? What is more important to you, money or the work? Like our genuine answer is money only, but if we say money, that sound very negative, right? And even it is also not logical if we say money is more important for me, work is not. So, what's your answer? Like, explanation is also needed. What is more important to you, money or the work?
Because knowing more skills, training, working more and more, we know more about that thing. Learn by learning that.
Okay, fine. Okay.
So for me,
Yes.
for me, learning and working experience are more important at the beginning of my career, so to take it forward to my future, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
sir,
Uh,
money is important, sir,
Money
but
and
the
work both are important, sir, because we have to do work for earning money, so we have to balance it both.
Yes.
sir,
Anyone?
both
Uh,
are important, sir, because of work is the giving experience and money is giving like financial independent. So both are important.
okay, fine. Venkata Chalapati Naidu, want to speak? Okay, fine.
I think it's work, sir, because work is worship. If I work, then only I'll be paid. So I think work
Okay,
is
that's also a
more
clever answer.
important.
Normally, what if I give you 3 lakhs per month? And I'm giving you the work which is very much stressed to you that you are not at all interested. In such cases, what do you feel is important? The work only, right? Like you are not satisfied with that money because you are very much stressed with the work here. So not the money. So you can say work is more important, and it is also important to give answer like this by saying work is more important for me. Working just for money may not be fulfilled if I don't feel satisfied with my job. So work satisfaction is more important than the money here. If we aren't satisfied with the work, no matter how much money we get, we aren't satisfied at all. So the prioritizing thing here is to like to make ourselves satisfied with that work. So my work makes me stay productive and money would naturally come along well. Like if I being productive in my work, automatically the money comes, right? So in such way that I can say work is more important than the money. Okay. Next. Would you lie for the company? LIE. Would you lie for the company?
Sir, based on the situations, we can.
Okay.
I can.
Okay. So that means you will agree with lying based on the situation.
Of course, sir, definitely.
Okay, okay. Okay, in chat box also I found good answers. Depends, sir. If the lie is saving it from downfall, then yes. Okay, I already got the answer from your end. That even Sharon has told. Yes, Tahir. Tahir. Okay, fine. In Telugu, I think you are all from Telugu states. In Telugu, we have a famous quote, Vanda Abaddaladena.
ఒక్క పెళ్లి చేయాలి.
Yes, exactly. So if the situation comes, we need to lie. So the same answer you can say. Like if you say, no, I don't lie, I'm a very genuine person. Like no one will accept that and no one will believe that. But we have to be honest. So you can say, probably I would say no for a lie. But if condition persists that my lie will help thousands of persons and it is not giving any impact to other persons, then I will agree with the lie. If my one lie results a lot of success and happiness without hurting others, right, then I expect to do this. So we should lie in some situations. As I already mentioned this quotation, straight trees cut first. Being too honest is also a problem because the trees which grows very straight, they are the trees which cut first, right? So you can say the same answer. Now the next question to you, what do you prefer, hard work or smart work, and why? Okay, the question to you, the question might be asked in many ways, like, but the actual context here is between the hard work and smart work. It may be asked like, what do you prefer, hard work or smart work, or simply what is the difference between hard work and smart work according to you. It may be anything, but the context here is hard work and smart work. So what's your answer? Choosing the hard work or smart work is very easy, but I also want a proper explanation from your end.
In
Hard
my
work.
work, smart work is better, sir.
Okay.
Because for any hard work, we have to plan it to do in a smart work way.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Hard work because nobody is born with talent. We have to improve ourselves. Okay. Based on work, I will decide whether to choose hard work or smart work. You are already smart giving the answers. So, but most of the answers that I get is this smart work only. But tell me, how can we turn smart work? Unless we understand the hardness in that, we can't be a smart worker, right? So both are important. And it's all depends on the situations even. Like if I take you to the gym, where your smart work works there, you need to do the hard work with your body only in the gym, right? Smart work is different in different situations. Like how can we turn ourselves a smart? Only if we understand the hardness. So first we need to be a hard worker, then only we can turn that hard work into a smart work. So both are important. And that's the same answer that you are going to see here. Smart work and hard work are related to each other. Without being a hard worker, we can't be a smart worker. As smart work comes from the hard work, that means everyone has to specialize in his work to become a smart worker. So all of us has to do hard work to achieve a smart work. Simply, instead of going through all these things, you can use this line. Hard work increases accuracy, smart work increases accuracy as well as efficiency. As smart work has a special advantage compared to the hard work because work is all about meeting the deadline. So unless we present anything smartly, we can't meet that. And not always hard works work or not always smart work works. Okay. So these type of questions are very common, like hard work or smart work. What is the difference between confidence and overconfidence? What is the difference between creativity and something else? So if you are asked such type of questions, choosing between two, never choose one thing here. Never go with any extreme end, as that will affect, because everything has its own pros and cons. Like we can't fix one thing is good and one thing is bad. Like everything has its own pros and cons. So you should always take the middle path here. Particularly during the group discussion times, you'll get this type of questions, choosing between two. But choosing one is not a problem solving activity here. Okay. All right. At last. Okay. Other questions are also there. The first question to you: why there is a career gap in your profile? Like immediately after your BTech, if you are in place in any company, so probably you will take 6 months at least, 6 months to 1 year. So if such type of time gap there, like 6 months to 1 year time in your career profile, so what would be your answer? Spotter. Understand how your work is actually done when. Yes.
Sir, in this gap, I'm just learning the new technologies uh, to to crack a great job with with a good work knowledge.
Okay. Anything else?
So I used the time to prepare myself for good career opportunities, sir.
Yes. That's a good answer. Actually, most of the people will cover by saying I have some health issues, even though they don't have. Instead of sounding in such way, you can simply say, like after my graduation, I found there are some skill gaps in my profile. So to fulfill that skill gap, I utilized it that time to overcome all these skill gaps, and I feel like now I'm perfect for taking the job opportunity. So that's why I took the skill gap. This is what the answer you can tell. Okay. Next. What is the meaning of your name? Lot of people will say by using one line or one word answer, it's a river name, it's a god name. But is that really works in the interview? No, right? So then you do have different names here, almost like 300 names here. So if you get such type of questions, how will you answer?
Sir,
Yes.
my name is Reddy Rani. I have a Rani. Rani means a queen. A queen have a ability to handle any situation and communicate with others. Motivate, self-motivated person. She has the ability to motivate others, etc. Sir.
Really excellent, Reddy Rani. She already explained everything. Like she explained the meaning of her name, and she also explained the uniqueness of that name and how that is related to her. And that's the exact thing that we need to do. So giving just one word or one line answers are not working at all here. So you should also explain it like an answer, although the question seems to be very simple. Okay. For example, yes, Himalata.
So my name, the meaning of Hima means snow, and it tells about the purity of purity, sir. And Lata means that says that beautiful, beautiful, sir. So the meaning of pure and graceful person, sir.
Okay, that's great. That's excellent. Like your name itself, Speed. My name is Speed. I use it to work speed and I do things speed and make it with an perfection. Is that true? Your name itself is Speed. Okay. Lotus, sorry. Okay, that's a unique name. Susrata. My name doesn't have any exact meaning, but it's a name of person who is first ancient plastic surgeon. Maitri, friendship. Okay, simply, if I get such, yes, Ganesh Sharanya.
My name is Saranya, sir. It means like surrender and a protector, like that.
Hmm.
Its meaning also someone who gives the shelter and comfort, like that.
Yes, yes. Okay. At least I'm happy that you know the meaning of your name, because a lot of times in the interviews, particularly, if such question comes all of a sudden, a lot of people will say, I don't know, or they will just simply say God name. So that will affect, like you yourself don't know the exact meaning of your name, how you are going to deal everything in the future. So it's better you should know at least this type of basic information. Like if I get this kind of question, simply as Reddy Rani has already told, like if I get this type of question, my name is Bhanu Prakash, which means a shining sun. So just like sun is a main thing to this all living features on the earth, as every living feature or living feature depends wholly on the sun. Even I want to contribute. I do also have this skill of mentoring a lot of people and upskilling them. So here three things are important. Where first, the first thing here is saying the meaning of the name. The second thing is the characteristics of that name. And the third thing is how that characteristic is related to your personal thing. So these three things are enough. And next, yes, almost I'm done with all the questions. There are still few questions left that I'll discuss tomorrow as the time got completed. So if you have any other questions related to the content that we discussed today, yesterday, before yesterday, then you can please ask me. After that, we'll wind up the session. Sir, your interaction is really good. Thank you, sir, for your efforts. Thank you for you. The interaction is from two sides. Like if we want to clap, then there is a need of two hands. So I am this much interaction only because you are interactive too, and that made me really interested in sharing a lot of things. Like if you stay silent and just listen the class, I'll just share everything that is there on the PPT and then I will leave. But here I'm getting a lot of responses, lot of new things from your end, so which makes this session really interesting. So you should not thank me. I should really thank you for interacting this way. Yes. Yesterday's class attendance was not open. Okay. Yes. Also, thank you for your patience too. To do now, is there any chance now? Sir, I wrote a book. Can you please read the book? Sure. What book is that? Can you tell what you are a good facilitator. You are a good student to Sharanya, that you have interacted throughout the session for 2 long hours.